Furious Clark fans. Caitlin Clark fans go nuclear after her controversial race comments in Time magazine. It was supposed to be a celebratory moment for Caitlin Clark, the young superstar who was recently named Time magazine's Athlete of the Year. Instead, the Iowa Guard has found herself at the center of a firestorm after making some eyebrow-raising comments about race and the WNBA in the magazine's profile. In the Time feature, Clark acknowledged the privilege that comes with being a white player in a league dominated by black athletes. "I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person there is privilege," Clark said. "A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has kind of been built on them." Clark went on to say that it's very important for her to continue trying to change that by elevating and investing in black women in the WNBA. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible, I think it's going to be a beautiful thing, she stated. These comments, which were seemingly meant to be supportive and self-aware, have instead drawn the ire of many of Clark's most ardent fans. On social media, the backlash has been swift and unforgiving, with some accusing the young phenom of bending the knee and kissing the ass of black women in a disturbing display of racial pandering. Critics argue that Clark's statements are not only unnecessary, but also misguided. They contend that her success should be celebrated on its own merits, without needing to tie it to racial dynamics or make grand proclamations about elevating black players. Many have pointed out that the WNBA's best and most marketable stars, such as Aya Wilson and Breanna Stewart, have already achieved massive popularity and endorsement deals without needing a white savior to champion their cause. Moreover, there is a sense among some fans that Clark's comments play right into the hands of the WNBA's old guard, who have at times seemed threatened by the rise of a new generation of stars. Several prominent voices, including sports commentator Jason Whitlock, have accused Clark of bending the knee and engaging in a rite of passage to appease black players who have been openly hostile towards her. The irony, of course, is that Clark has gone out of her way throughout her career to express admiration and appreciation for the WNBA's trailblazers. She has consistently highlighted the league's rich history and the contributions of pioneering black players. Yet, her latest remarks have now opened her up to charges of inauthenticity and pandering. Ultimately, this controversy speaks to the charged and complicated nature of discussions around race, representation, and equity in sports. What may have been intended as a thoughtful acknowledgement of privilege has instead been perceived by many as a self-defeating attempt to curry favor. And in the process, Clark has managed to alienate a significant portion of her burgeoning fan base. As the fallout continues, it remains to be seen whether Clark will find a way to weather this storm or if her star will begin to dim. One thing is clear, however. The young phenom has learned a hard lesson about the perils of wading into sensitive cultural and political waters, no matter how well-intentioned. For athletes of her stature, it seems silence is sometimes the wisest course of action.